Hello friends, in last lecture we have studied series RL, RC and RLC circuits. So now we will try to solve few examples on series RL, RLC circuit and then we will move further. Okay, so this is a given example having a resistance, inductor and capacitor. It is serial RLC circuit. It has supply of 200 volt 50 hertz. Inductor is of 0.1 Henry, capacitor is of 50 microfarad and resistance is of 20 ohm. Current flowing is I and together this impedance. We all know that this resistance, inductance, capacitance. Okay, impedance of inductance is called as a inductive reactance. Impedance of capacitance is called as capacitive reactance. Okay, this is resistance and together called as a only impedance Z. Okay, so what is question? Question is for the circuit shown. Determine first is circuit impedance means Z, total impedance Z. Okay, next circuit current. Circuit current means this I. Then power factor. Yesterday we have seen several formulas for power factor. Then active power. Then reactive power and apparent power. If you remember the power triangle, apparent power. Okay, so let me revise you with the power triangle. First of all, try to understand when both inductor and capacitor is present there, you need to find out inductive reactance, which is XL, and capacitive reactance XC. Then you need to check whether XC is greater than XL or XL is greater than XC. If XL is greater than XC, then it is inductive circuit, okay, with lagging power factor. If Xc is greater than XL, then it is capacitive circuit with leading power factor. Okay, so for both the conditions, there are impedance triangle and power triangle. By using this formula, we can find out this power factor or these three powers. Okay, so let's start. First of all, what is given? Voltage is 200 volt, frequency 50 hertz, resistance 20 ohm, inductance 0.1 Henry. But we are interested in inductive reactance XL, not only inductance. So what is XL? XL is equal to by formula 2 pi FL. Substitute 2 pi, frequency is 50, L is 0.1. Okay, well, then if you solve this, you will get XL as, let me check, 31.42 ohm, right? Similarly, C given as 50 microfarad. As it is micro, we need to multiply it by 10 raised to minus 6. Okay, 50 into 10 raised to minus 6 farad. Okay, now we need to find out XC, which is given as a 1 upon 2 pi FC. We have seen this formula in last lecture. Okay, so again substitute 1 upon 2 pi, frequency 50, C 50 into 10 raised to minus 6. Now put into calculator and get the answer. You will get it as a 63.66 ohm. Okay, so we got XL, we got XC. Now where is XL? This is XL, this is XC. Check which value is larger, whether XL is larger or XC is larger, and you will come to know that XC is larger than XL. So I can say that total reactance X equal to XC is larger, so XC minus XL, that is equal to 63.66 minus 31.42. It will come as a 32.24 ohm. And as X is larger, circuit is surely capacitive, means leading power factor. Right? Now let's move further. Uh, what we want to calculate? Circuit impedance. Okay, we are interested in impedance. So voltage is given as a V bar in scalar quantity. V is 200. Angle is in AC generally we consider angle. Angle is not given, so I will write it as a 200 at an angle 0. Okay, in a rectangular, sorry, polar form. Now similarly, what is impedance? Impedance Z bar equal to, impedance is given as R plus J XL. XL minus XC, whatever. If it is XL then plus, if it is XC then minus. Keep in mind. Okay, so R we are having, that is 20. Minus, why? Because our circuit is capacitive. Minus J, what is XC? XC we have, XC means net X, net X, that is the XC minus XL. So in our case it is 32.24, 32.24 ohm. This is Z bar, right? Now convert it in a polar form and you will get it as a 37.94 at an angle minus 58.19 ohm. Okay, now this is complete polar form. If only magnitude is considered, then I can say Z equal to 37.94. This angle is nothing but angle between voltage and current, huh? So we can use that for power factor. Leave it. Current is C. This is complete polar form. Only magnitude I can write Z equal to 37.94 ohm. So first bit completed. Second, what they want? Circuit current. Now circuit current. How to get circuit current? I can write I bar equal to V bar by Z bar. Right. Voltage is given as a 200 at an angle 0. What is impedance? Impedance is there 37.94 at an angle minus 58. 37.94 at an angle minus 58.19. So total current is 5.27 at an angle 58.19 ampere. Okay, this is circuit current. Next is a power factor. So power factor is equal to cos phi. As I said, the angle in impedance is nothing but angle between voltage and current. So I can write it as a cos of phi is minus 58.19, minus 58.19 degree. Okay, so it will come as a 0.527 power factor, and at circuit is capacitive. This must be leading. This must be leading. Okay. Now next bit is active power. You know there are three types of power we have seen in a power triangle: active, reactive, apparent. Active is P. Active means P is given as a VI cos phi. Reactive is a Q, which is given as a VI sin phi. And apparent is only means S, only VI. Okay. So here voltage we are having, that is 200. Current we are having, that is 5.27 we have calculated. Cos phi we are having, which is nothing but 0.527. Calculate it and you will get 555.46 watt. Similarly, reactive power, voltage we are having, current we are only, instead cos of phi, take sine of phi. Okay, so 200 into 5.27 into sine of minus 58.90. So it comes as minus 895.69 VAR. Okay, and apparent power VI is given as a voltage 200 total power into 5.27. Okay, so this is 1054. See the unit, this is actual power, real power given in a watt. This is reactive power. Okay, so it is actually, it is present in a circuit but it is not useful power. Okay, so this is minus 895 and this is total of these two, which is 1054. The unit of E is VAR, this is VA, this is watt. Okay, so this is how we have seen one example. Now let's see one more example. Just a minute. Now there is a circuit having one resistance and another is a coil. Coil means combination of a resistance and inductor. This is called as a coil. Combination of resistance and inductance. This is indicated by small r and L. This is called as a coil. It is supplied by 250 volt 50 hertz. This is R. This is current which is given as a 5 ampere. Now what is given? Current is given. Now one more thing, flows through non-inductive resistance in series choking wire supplied at 250 volt 50 hertz, 50 cycles per second means 50 hertz. If the voltage across the resistance is 125 means voltage in this resistance is 125 volt only for resistance. So VR is given. Okay. Similarly, and across the coil is 200 volt. So this across this coil voltage is 200 volt. Okay. Now we need to calculate impedance, reactance and resistance of the coil, then power absorbed by the coil, power factor of the coil. Let me write it here. Impedance, then reactance means X, reactance and R of coil. Okay. Impedance, resistance, reactance of the coil, then power absorbed by coil, power factor of coil. Okay. And also we need to draw the phasor diagram. Chalo, let's start. Now one thing, see here, voltage is given, current is given. Obviously by Ohm's law V equal to IR, right? So V is given, I is given, R easily we can calculate. So R equal to V, that is VR I can say, divided by I. VR is 125, I is 5. So this is 25 ohm are calculated, but yet this is not required value. Actually we are interested in this R, right? No, impedance, reactance and R of the coil. So Z need to calculate it, R need to calculate it, and XL XC whatever. Okay. So what is total impedance of this particular coil? For this coil also Z is given as a voltage divided by current. Now Z of coil is how much? 200. Current through coil is, current will be same, so that is also 5. So sorry, this is 250, no? 250. Just a second. No, 200. Sorry. Total voltage is 250. For coil it is 200 only. 200 by 5, that is a 40 ohm. Right? Now what will be the total impedance of this circuit? Total impedance means Z equal to this R square plus this XL square. So total impedance Z equal to, I can say this is Z coil, this is Z. Is going to the total voltage by total current. So total voltage is 250, total current is 5. This is 50 ohm. Right? Next we have impedance of coil, which is given as, this coil impedance is given as R square plus XL square. R square plus XL square. Now Z coil square, this is the formula, right? So if I need to remove this under root, then I can write Z coil square equal to R square plus XL square. Coil impedance already we are having, that is a 40. So I can write 40 square equal to R, we don't know. So I write R square. XL is known. No, XL is also not known. So I can write R square plus XL square. This is, I can say, equation 1. Now what I will do, I will write this equation of complete impedance. Okay, so how to find out complete impedance? Z is equal to total zt I will say. Zt is nothing but under root total resistance. What is total resistance? This R plus this R, right? You say R plus small r square plus XL square. This is total impedance, right? So if I make square here, so already Z is 50. So I can write here 50 square equal to R plus small r square plus XL square. Now this R is given. Given means we have calculated that's 25. So I can put 25 here. 25 plus R square plus XL square. Right? Now you can open this bracket. You can open this bracket. A square plus B square plus twice AB. So like that, 6 25 A square plus B square R square plus twice AB means 50 R plus XL square is 50 square. Okay, so rearrange this equation and then solve these two simultaneous equations. What I can do, 50 square minus 625, then here R square plus 50R plus XL square. Okay, so I can get R here and I can put it over here, or I can get XL here and I can put it over here. And when I solve these two equations, I will get R as 5.5 ohm and XL as 39.62 ohm. Okay, now circuit resistance, circuit reactance, these two values we got. Impedance also we have got. Now second bit is power absorbed by the coil. Power absorbed by coil, which is given as obviously I square R. So what is current? Pi, it is square into R. R is already we have calculated just now, 5.5. So it comes 137.5 watt. Next is the PF of coil. Okay, now if you remember impedance triangle for this inductive circuit, then RL circuit, series RL circuit, then power factor is given as resistance by this R by Z always. Okay, power factor, another formula for power factor is R by Z. So R is 5.5, Z coil is 4T, so this is 0.137, and as it is inductive, it is lagging. Okay, now how to draw phasor diagram? It's very easy. Last bit is to find out phasor diagram. So take current for a reference I, then this voltage in resistance will be in series, voltage in this resistance also will be in a series, so we need to add them, no? So what I will do, first I will draw VR, then small vr, right? Then current will be leading to it, inductive voltage will be leading to this I. Addition of these two will be here, small vr plus vr, and addition of these two will be here, big V. Okay, this is how we complete it.